Yes, my G's. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to make some cool glitchy drum effects that do work well across multiple genres, but would work especially well for some sort of deeper, minimal tech kind of DnB. So let's get into it. All right, so basically we're going to make these little glitch sounds out of our kick and our click, because I've got a click in this tune instead of a snare. And we're going to make these glitchy sound effects, basically by using really, really small amounts of kick drum and small amounts of snare drum, and kind of placing them very, very, very close together. So let's start off with the kicks, right? So what happens when you have those kind of kicks? This, the same kick sample. Just on a new channel, but what happens when you just use the little part at the beginning and you use it really, really fast is you get a sound like this. Okay, so I've done two kind of different speeds, a slightly slower glitch and a fast glitch. I like to leave a little gap between them so that it's a bit more staccato every time. Yeah, that it's a little bit more stabby. So wonderful. Slow version and the fast version. Now what I'm going to do is process these guys to have some more interesting movement, especially with the sort of pitch. So firstly, I'm going to slap on a tape emulation plugin. This is my favorite. It's the OCS 45, and this one is basically it's got a great sort of wow and flutter mode up here, so you can put a lot of nice pitch wobble into the sound. And I've distorted it quite a lot as well. So here's what they sound like now. So if I just play them without the original kick. So you can hear, if you pay attention, there's like some sort of pitch movement going on. But every time the little glitch happens, the pitch will be slightly different. So it's all a bit more natural, Then I'd put a space blender on the whole thing. And this is, again, just super wonderful because it brings it to life, pops it out of the speaker, gives you a nice stereo field, and gives a new color on it, a nice dark kind of color to the sound. I love the way the space blender naturally darkens sounds. So just playing with the color and the texture, the mix and the timing is very, very short and tight. So you've got these nice big, almost convolution sounding splashes of reverb, nice and controlled, on top of the glitch, So, we'll bounce that out momentarily, but we're going to do the same for the snare now as well. Okay, so I've got my snare down here, or I said snare, it's more of a click, So do the same kind of technique by creating these kind of fast skippy versions of the snare. So again, I've done a fast one first and then a slow one. And on these guys, again, same technique, but kind of different settings, So again, I've got the pitch wobble, the tape emulation. I've chosen a slightly different distortion this time. Okay, and I've turned these guys down a little bit because they were getting quite loud and bright. But yeah, that's kind of how they sound just through the tape. Then again, we add the space blend, and again, slightly different sort of positions and different texture, and the timing is even tighter on these guys. But yeah, it gives you this lovely spatial effect, very, very quick, and but nice and wide and interesting characters, So what I did once I had both of those was I went ahead and just bounced out the whole lot. So I bounced out this sort of fast snare version, the slow kick version, the slow snare version, and then the fast kick version, So I bounced out all these different little glitchy sounds, and then put them all into one file. Okay, so now I've got them here in one new channel, and as you can see here, I've already kind of chopped them up and I've placed them in different positions. And the idea is to kind of place them in spots where it feels a bit unpredictable, essentially. So if I play it again with the kick and the kind of click and the glitches. Oh, and Logic loves to do that on the videos, so there we go. And then it repeats there. So that's sort of an 8-bar section, and I've used one of each of the sounds, so I've used 4 in total, and I've just put them in, as I mentioned, in kind of spots where you're kind of just not expecting it, you know. So yeah, that keeps it a lot more interesting, you know, along with the rest of my track. But now what we want to do is just process the whole glitch channel again, because we haven't really mixed it down very well yet. So in order to mix it down, I'm putting a compressor on the whole thing, because again, it's kind of like, yeah, all the glitch, like the individual glitch sound effects, they all have very different, you know, varying levels of volume. So taking the threshold down on a compressor helps me to ensure that they're going to be roughly the same or a similar volume across the whole range, you know? So there's not certain glitches that are super louder than other ones and just eating up headroom. Next, I took out a bunch of low end for a lot of the glitches, well, for all of them. Yeah, it's just enough to like leave space for the key, like the frequencies in the bass, you know, the sub and a little bit higher. Then a dual delay also is really nice, because this basically, yeah, adds a nice little tail to all of them, you know? So you can kind of enjoy the character of them for a little bit longer during the whole mix, you know? So that's super important. And then I've done another space blend. This time I've used it more in a long kind of reverb sense and with a very low mix, so kind of doing like a long kind of room sound on all of the glitch effects samples. It's nice, like nice long big kind of hall sounding type of reverb, but very, very low in the mix. And then I did add another tiny little hall reverb with chroma verb as well, because this one just has a different color, and it just gives you a nice high end sparkle on everything, which is quite nice. So yeah, basically then let's have a listen once they've sort of all been processed, and have a little listen to them like in the context of a beat, and let's hope that Logic doesn't decide to sort of crash on us this time. And it already has. Oh, it's going to get to the good part next. You guys are going to have to wait until next time for that part. Hopefully I can sort out my CPU before then. Anyway, you know, it happens to the best of us. What can I say? So anyway, that is basically my technique on creating some glitch effects for your drums, though. I hope it was helpful for you guys. Leave a comment down below if you enjoyed it. Subscribe as well if you're new. That really helps me a lot. And yeah, like the video and all that good stuff. Thank you for watching, my G's. May I remind you as well, before I go, if you guys want any production lessons with me, you can book in via the links down below. Send me an email if you want mixing and mastering work done. Check out my website for preset packs for Serum, Vital, Faceplant and Current. And also come along and support me on Patreon. We have a great Discord community over there. All right, thank you very much for watching. That's it from me today. More from me very soon. Ciao for now. Much love.